Akash, graciously introduce us guy. I'm one of the leads at Content, and I'm not going to be standing at the podium, I'm going to be sitting there. You know me. Alright, yeah, please do no person. So, please scan my QR code on the screen if you want to connect with me on any of the online platforms. I don't want to list out my achievements, it's already there on the screen. And if you just Google Skycing 04 or ask a ChatGPT who is Skycing 04, you get to go by. I think that's good enough. Alright, coming to the agenda that we need to talk about today, and the hardest part of computer science that I think is internships. Next slide. Yes, so this is the story of my life. If you've heard this song before, that I was looking for a job and then I found a job, and heaven knows I'm miserable now. It's not a joke, it's the reality. But regardless of how much miserable we all are, we all need money. I love money. How many of you love money? My kind of people here. So we all love money, so we need to work. So how do we get the maximum amount of money within the limited time that we have in this college? Is what I'm going to be talking about. Moving on. Before we get started, a couple of very important things. This is not a roadmap. Do not do what I did. It will not work. Because the whole point of this is that you take away some key points and apply to your own career, to your own path. This is not a roadmap. Do not do what I did. Number two, interning means. Thank you. So again, interning means that you will be in office or with old people or with nerds your entire time. That means that you will be absent from various things in life. You will be absent from classes, you will be absent from the late night hangouts, you will be absent from your clubs in CPA. My question to you is, if you are absent from one place, make sure that you're present somewhere else where you want to be. Make your own decision, do you want to intern or not. Now, somebody will ask me this question, so I'm going to answer it beforehand. This college will never give you the permission to intern. No department, no faculty will give you the permission to intern, which is why we follow this mantra in Content. Do first, say sorry later. You guys understood what I'm trying to say? Intern first, go to the background first, enjoy first, later on go and say sorry. Okay? If you are doing something good in life, your HOD will support you. If it does not support you, say sorry sir, do it again. The last one before we get started, never burn bridges. What I mean by that is that no matter how bad your boss is, no matter how angry you are at your colleague, no matter how frustrating the internship is, do not burn the bridge. Okay? Do not say something that you're not supposed to say. Do not fight. Do not say X. Anyways, do not say anything that will backfire in your future. Say thank you, be nice, and quietly exit from there. It will pay back in the future. So, you don't understand. Next slide. I will start my journey. Again, not a roadmap, but I started my journey doing this internship called Cooking Zen. You've never heard of it, I know. I used to teach kids. When I say kids, I mean like 10-year-old kids. 10-year-old kids from Dubai, UAE. That's what Coding Zen does. It like teaches those young kids how to do HTML, CSS, Python, okay. And those rich people are just paying for it because I don't know why. And I was a teacher over there. That was my first internship. I didn't write a single line of code. I used to teach a 7-year-old girl called Angelina. Her name was not Angelica, Angelina. Okay? And in the middle of the class, she used to stand up and start dancing. I don't know why. She was 7-year-old, what my teacher? But I did that because that was my first internship. And that helped. Why? Because I needed proof of work. You will hear this word a lot in my talk. Proof of work. That proof of work got me my second internship. I went to my second internship manager and I told him that, sir, whatever you're telling me to build, I have taught it to a 7-year-old kid. He's taking. And then he got it. I don't know how he got it. I was somehow able to convince him and he gave me the internship, okay? And that went on for 3 months. The stipend was paid me 7,000-8,000. He didn't even pay the last month of stipend. Anyways, get your first intern, have some proof of work. And then I got my third internship. It was also a teaching internship. Very sad. At my third internship, I had to go to other colleges to teach. I used to teach first year and second year kids how to start with TSA, basic Python and everything. Okay, I used to teach in JNIT for 6 months. Used to go Saturday, and that was very frustrating because I was not writing any code. At that point, my senior Akash Singh, he wrote a message to you, right? That motivated me a lot. Feel free to read it. He basically told me to log in, stop messing around, and log in to what I want to do. So that's what I did. During my internship at Spike in the middle of it, I cracked the prestigious Google Summer of Code. Drew has already talked a lot about this, but this is what I call the turning point. Yes, this was the trust that I talk about. It is the biggest proof of work that you can ever have in entire tech community. If you have done Google Summer of Code, you are already like IIT. Like think of it like that. If you're IIT, you just walk in where the code is writing. If you're G-Soccer, you walk in who is G-Soccer. You understand the concept? No. It is amazing proof of work, and everybody has to go for Google Summer of Code. It is not great everything for me. After Google Summer of Code, I also did this thing. It was for Angel hackathon series. Basically, 2 hackathons that we did. I put this here because it was also a big proof of work. Because I went to Singapore with this. They took me to Singapore, they flew me over there. I only spent 6,000 rupees in my entire trip to Singapore. Can you believe that? They sponsored everything. And that kind of proof of work is what works in interviews. When you go to an internship, right, and you tell them that, sir, I went to Singapore for a hackathon, immediately he's calm. Immediately he's like, oh, he is a Google Summer of Code. He has gone to Singapore. He's intern for us. And that is what happened in my next internship. I cracked internship at Profit. A lot of it was because I did my internship at Google Summer of Code before, because I was going to Singapore. So they got to me. They were like, this guy must know something, right? I didn't know anything. But it took me, okay? And I learned at the internship. That's what I mean, right? Proof of work is what will work for you. No person is out there just throwing out internships. Unless you have something of proof that, sir, I have did this. Sir, I have done this. There is your word against this, right? It's not going to work out. Which is why proof of work is very important. Then, after CloudSec, I went to this company called Aspora. That is also the company Drew is currently interning at. Amazing company. I learned a lot about DevOps over there. And at this point, my career went into autopilot. When I say autopilot, I mean there was so much proof of work in my resume. So my resume became 2 pages. I had to shorten it to 1 page because my seniors quoted me. But the point is, if you have proof of work, companies like Aspora, CloudSec, they'll run after you to give you the internship. Make sense? What do we need? Proof of work. Amazing. Moving on. I got another internship at Embeddings. This was also purely on proof of work. My seniors took me in because they've heard so much about me. And now I come to the second thing that you need to build in order to get internships. It is an online presence. You need to have a good LinkedIn account. You need to have a good Twitter account. You need to be active on social media. First time you've heard this probably, but it's literally what I've been working for me since day one. Don't believe me if you want to, but maybe one day you're in an interview. There is you against somebody. The other person has proof of work, the other person has posted on LinkedIn about his hackathon, the other person is very active on LinkedIn writing blogs, is constantly tweeting out things about tech. He will have a competitive edge over you. And that's what got me into embedding. That's my 7th internship. Now, after my 7th internship, I joined Linux Foundation mentorship. If you don't know, Linux Foundation mentorship is a order forming competition. When I say order forming competition, I mean it. Because getting into Linux Foundation mentorship is purely based on your proof of work. It's the only thing you are allowed to submit is your resume and cover letter. If there is only your resume and cover letter, then that is all that you have to show. There is no interview as such. Some companies do it as a different way. If there is no interview, there is your product that will go for you. And it worked out for me. They saw my profile and they were like, okay, this guy seems good, let's take him in. Now, if you're still not convinced that proof of work and online presence is what works, look at the thing that got me my first job. Literally, the job that I'm doing right now was because the CEO of the company reached out to me. He reached out to me why? Because he saw my data project. It's there on the screen, the original name. I've been working it over there for 8 months. The project is actually my first year as a project. Can you believe it? In my first year, I built an SIS project and I put it on GitHub. God knows who saw it. He saw it. And I had the job. It's as simple as that. This is why I'm begging you guys, go build a LinkedIn profile, go build your proper Twitter space, go build your proof of work. It is what will work in this economy. If out of these 200 people, I know one person from LinkedIn, then I obviously have a favoritism to him. Think of it in terms of the recruiter. That was my ninth company. There are 2 more companies that I cannot talk about over here. I cannot talk about them because I don't want to pay taxes. Okay? And I cannot talk about them because the college will come running after my head. So, only 9 companies, okay? 9 companies. Alright. Now, key takeaways because I am running out of time. Listen to this well. This was not a roadmap. What I want you to remember from this talk is what is written on the screen right now. Okay, look at it carefully. Go internalize creativity. If your college is stopping you, do first. Second, proof of work is king in this AI-driven world. If anybody can strategically and build a website, then your proof of work is all that is there standing for you. Number 3, do not say no to opportunities. If somebody is calling for an interview and you feel underconfident, give yourself 2 times as and for an interview. You're going to learn something from it. There is no point saying no to something. There is no point saying no to point and recruitment. What is the first thing that's going to happen? You're going to fail. But at least you're going to learn something. You're saying no to an opportunity that might take on it. Be present online and sell yourself like crazy. If somebody opens your LinkedIn, they're doing shopping. That's the shopping for you, right? So make yourself sell online. Have a good profile, have a good LinkedIn, have a good Twitter. And the 5th one is a little controversial. How many of you build hackathon projects? Everybody, right? Everybody built some project, some smart project, right? If nobody in the world knows that you built that project, or nobody in the world is using that project, did you actually build it? The argument in the media is okay, if I build it, what do you need to build? That's the source code. But does anybody care? So when you build something, tell the whole world that I built this, I built that, I did this in Germany, I did that hackathon. And it is going to pay out. Trust me, it's going to pay. And number 6, I do believe that communication is key. If you can't communicate, if you need to go, I'm sorry, this is a very harsh case for you. And I understand you're all introverts. I'm an introvert. I hate talking to people. But I am out here speaking because that's my job. And your job as an engineer is to communicate effectively. So treat it as a job and communicate by stepping out of your comfort zone. At the end of my talk, I would like to say that who Akash Singh is or who Sky Singh is, whichever you prefer. And I say this with emphasis that I am nothing but an engineering product. I have been built from day one in Contact. I have been built by my seniors. I have been built by my peers around me. And I have been trained by my engineers in this club. I am nothing but an engineering project of the best engineers who have ever stepped into Diana Sagar. Pradeep Hele included. I am Hele included. They have built me into who I am. So, before I step off the stage, thank you, seniors, and thank you, Pawan.
Thank you, Akash. Up next, we have someone whose guidance has shaped countless careers. A mentor, a problem solver, and one of TV's strongest healers. Here to guide all of us with clarity, direction,